everyone, Rose here. So today I thought we'd have a little bit of sunshine. It's overcast outside and gloomy, and so this is my latest one. I've had several different ones that I've been working, and they're all just like a little bit different, and I'll show you my fills at the end. But today I thought we'd go ahead and try and do this. So let's get this guys out of the way. All right, so what we're going to need today is we're going to do H 5.0 millimeter. Of course, you'll need your tapestry needle and scissors. And I'm going to use this yellow. I know it's Red Heart Super Saver, but I'm sure it's like bright yellow or something like that. And of course, a little bit of polyfill. And then for these eyes, I've got 7 millimeter safety eyes. Okay. Alrighty. Get those things together and I'll meet you right back. Okie dokie. One thing I forgot to mention is you might need a stitch marker. So if you want to go get that, I will wait for you. I just did this whole long bit and I had it on slow-mo. Alrighty, let's get started. We're going to start with magic circle. So roll it over, pull it down like the pretzel, and then we'll go in here and pick this up. And then we're going to chain one. I have a whole video on it, how I do it. If I figure out how to do it, I will link it below. All right, we're going to start with 6 single crochets in the magic circle. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, go ahead and find that first one, and I'm going to pull mine closed. All right, now for round 2, we're going to do an increase. We're going to go from 6 single crochets to 12. So got this one started. So we're going to go ahead and finish this one. This will be 1. And then we're going to go back in there. I'm going to do a second one. Take my tail, wrap it on top. This will be 2. Next one, do 2 single crochets in each stitch, and we'll have 12 at the end of this row. And I'll see you there. All right, got 12. Now for round 3, we're going to do another increase, and we're going to go from 12 to 18. And the way we're going to do that is what I've been calling a traditional increase. So we're going to do 2 single crochets in this first one. If you need your stitch marker, we can go ahead and put it in there. Followed by 1 single crochet in this next stitch. Next one will be an increase. Followed by 1 single crochet. And that's our pattern. Increase, single crochet, increase, single crochet. And you'll do that set, increase, single crochet, we'll do that 6 times. So that was 1, 2, 3. We'll do it 3 more times. I'll meet you at the end. All right, that was row 3. Cruising along. Row 4, we're going to do another increase, and this one is going to be 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. Put that in there. Followed by 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet, next stitch, 1 single crochet. We do an increase here, 1 and 2, followed by single crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch. And that's going to be our pattern. And we're going to do that one also 6 times. So that was 1, 2, 3. So this will be 4, set 4. And I will meet you at the end. Okay, 24 stitches. And this is our last row of increases. And we're going to go from 24 to 30. So we're going to do in this first stitch an increase. 1 and 2. Squirrels are having a ball out there. We've got this fence right outside our window, and they're just like running up and down it. It's funny. I did a reel on Instagram last night. It was so funny. All right, so there's 1 and 2. 1 and 2. And then in the next 3, we're going to do a single crochet. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Single crochet in the next, single crochet in the next. Starting that pattern over. So we're going to do an increase, 1 and 2, followed by 3 single crochets. And we're going to repeat that all the way around, and I will meet you there. Increase, 1, 2, come here. This should be 30. So I'm going to count real quick. All right, so actually this would be a good time to tell you that if you wanted to slip stitch and fasten off, this would be where you do it. And then you would make another one of these, and then you can sew it together. Okay, that's an option. I've done several of those, but decided I wanted to try and keep it in one piece. So what we're going to do on this one is we're going to go in the back loop. Okay, we're going to go in the back loop, and we're going to single crochet all the way around for 30 stitches in the back loop. And the reason is that when we go to sew our little rays on, it's kind of a guide to help keep you in the same spot. That's what I did my newest one. I used it as a guide to help me keep on track. It doesn't make a huge difference, but you know, sometimes when you're just get distracted, it's nice to not have to worry about it. Do 1 single crochet in the back loop all the way around. So there's 1, 2, 3. Makes that nice little ridge right there. And I will meet you at the end of this row at 30 stitches. And there's 32 right there, and that's my first thing. And if you look at it, you can kind of see this little rope thing. So, okay, now we did that, we're going to start decreasing. So we're going to decrease the exact same way that we increased. So we did an increase by 3 was our last one, and now we're going to do that again. We're going to do the invisible decrease. So we're going to do scoop under there, scoop under there, hold your next stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, and that's 1 stitch marker. Then we're going to follow it with 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to do that again. Invisible, invisible. Hold that next spot. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Followed by 3. 1, 2, 3. do that again. Scoop, scoop, hold that spot, yarn over, pull through. And we're going to do 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. So you go ahead and carry on with that, and I will meet you at the end of this row, and we will have 24 stitches. Okay, now we've got this. It's that same concept thing that we're doing with the lazy pot, which I still may modify that. Okay, so now this is what we got going on. So now what we're going to do is, I'm just going to stop for a second. I'm laughing at myself because I wrote my notes, but I only stopped at like row 5. I didn't even write the rest of the pattern. So you know what we're doing right now. All right, so now we're going to decrease again, and we're going to scoop under the first, scoop, hold, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. That's our first decrease. And in the next 2 spots, we're going to do 1 single crochet in each of those. So that's 1, 2. Next, we're going to do that decrease again. Decrease, decrease, pull through, single crochet, single crochet. Do 1, next one, 1. And that is what we're going to continue to do. So there's invisible, invisible, yarn over, boom, yarn over, boom. Single crochet, single crochet. Okay, and we're going to continue that. And now we have 18 single crochets. We're going to continue our decrease. We're going to decrease 1 more time before we deal with the face. So we're going to start with an invisible decrease, scoop, scoop, pull through, followed by 1 single crochet. And that's our pattern. We're going to invisible, invisible, scoop, scoop, 1 single crochet in the next. Okay. Pull through, single crochet in the next. And you'll repeat that all the way around. Decrease, single crochet, decrease, single crochet, all the way around. And at the end of this row, we will have 12 single crochets. All right, so take a look at your piece. And we've got, this is our 6 single crochets. Okay, and starting here, it starts to go into our second row of 12. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my eyes within this 6 single crochet. So I'm going to put one here, and then I'm going to, on the other side of this 6 single crochet, I'm going to put the other one there. That way when I look at it, I've got 1, 2, 3. Over here, I've got 1, 2, 3 rows. I did do this one a little bit wider. I did it a row up, and that works fine too, if you like that. So, do that in that first row. I'm happy with that, so I'm going to go ahead and put these backs on. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I always pull back on them because one time I made something and by random I pulled back and it fell off and it made me nervous. Okay, got those on there. And now we can go ahead and get some polyfill. Yeah, I really like that ridge. It kind of gives it something. And let's go ahead and start stuffing it. I'm going to start working this outer rim first. Get under this lip here. Okay. Okay. I didn't put a lot in there because I kind of like it to be really, you know, I don't want it to be firm. So it didn't take very much at all. All right. I'm gonna scoop, pull through, and we're gonna follow that with 1 single crochet. And I want you to do that all the way around, okay? We're gonna do scoop, followed by a single crochet. And I'll see you at the end of this one. Okay, so it goes from 12 to 8 when you do that. All right, so now we have 8 single crochets. I think that's small enough. Yeah, I think that's small enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slip stitch and chain 1. And then I'm going to cut, I guess probably about 8 inches. Cut about 8 inches there. And we're going to go ahead and yarn this up. And I'm going to go, let's see here. I'm going to pick up this loop. I'm not going to pull it tight yet. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to pull up the front loop of that one. I'm going to go next, scoop under there, scoop under there, 6. Each one of these chains, so I'm just going to pick up 1 loop. And now I'm going to put my finger on it. I'm going to squeeze it. Yeah, that looks a lot better. And then let's see here, we'll pick up something and then we're going to start tying it off. Okay. And I think I'm just going to poke it through to the front somehow. And pull it a little bit tight. Cut it. Okay, that is our little sun. Now let's make him some rays. Okay, got our sun done. And this is the easiest way. I've tried several different hook sizes and stitches, and this is the one I found I like the best. So we're going to start with a magic circle. And then we're going to do 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to go into this first one. Now for the second round, we're going to do 2 single crochets in the first one, 1 single crochet, 2, 1. So it's going to be an increase followed by 1 single crochet, and we're going to go from 6 single crochets to 9. So I'm just going to count up to 9. 1 and 2. This is where put your stitch marker. So that's 1 and 2. Next, 3. Next, 4 and 5. Next, 6. I forgot to take my tail. Grab them. Next one, 7 and 8. And in the last stitch will be number 9. 9 single crochets. All right, so for row 3, we are going to do, in this first stitch, we're going to do 2 single crochets. 1, 2, followed by single crochet. Next stitch, single crochet. So it's going to be an increase, single crochet in the next, single crochet in the next. And we're going to go from 9 to 12. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be 5 and 6. 5 and 6. Next one, 7. Next one, 8. Our last set will be an increase, 9 and 10. Last 2 single crochets, number 11 and number 12. Okay, and this is what we got going on, just a slight curve. And for this last row, we're just going to do 1 single crochet all the way around. So we're just going to count up to 12 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And this is what it ends up looking like. So just 4 rounds. Go from 6 to 9 to 12, and then a single crochet all the way around. So just save this and do, we're going to do, I believe, 1, 2, 3. We're going to do 5. So make 5 of these total. Okay, and then we're going to slip stitch. Chain 1. And then leave a tail about 10 inches. Let's make another one together. Make a magic loop, cross over, pull down the pretzel, scoopy, and chain 1. All right, so we're going to start, this is only 4 rounds, so we're going to start with 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we're going to go in that first single crochet. Tighten everything up real quick. And in this round, we're going to do 2 single crochets in this first one, followed by 1 single crochet. 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet. and then we're going to count up to 9 on this one. So we're going to do 1, grab my tail, 2, put my tail over my hook. Okay, this would be a good place to go ahead and put your stitch marker. Okay, that was 2. This one is 3. Next set, 4 and 5. Next stitch, 6. Next stitch, 7 and 8. And the last stitch is number 9. Okay. Next row, we're going to go from 9 to 12. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an increase, 1 and 2. Next 2 stitches, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet. Okay, single crochet, next stitch, single crochet. Next stitch is an increase, 1 and 2, followed by 2 single crochets. We do that one more time. Increase, 1 and 2, last 2 stitches, single crochet in each. Okay, so this is what we got going on here, a little saucer bowl. And for this last row, we're just going to do 1 single crochet all the way around. So you go ahead and do that, and I will meet you back here. This is what we got going on, our little sun ray. So now what I want you to do is go ahead and slip stitch into the next stitch, pull through, and then do a chain 1, and then leave about 8 inches. Make a total of 5 of these, and I will meet you back here when you get those. Alrighty, guys. All right, so we're going to do the hard side first and then finish easier. So let's go ahead and string up our yarn needle. And for this project, I'm going to have the knot be in the middle, in the back. So what I found that I like, or what I was trying to do, not you, is I wanted to have the point up here and then have these little leg looking things as best I can. But even if you had it, you know, this one actually has 6, but you can do it that way too, you know, it's just spacing. But I kind of like this. What I'm going to do, get him kind of smushed a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to eyeball this up here. Okay, and there's that ridge from that back loop. I'm just putting it on like a hat for now. And I'm just kind of lining it up. So I think I'm okay with that. So I'm going to carefully turn them around. And then underneath here, here's that ridge. I'm going to go with these 2 loops like here, and then I'm going to go right next to where I knotted off. Okay, into those 2 right where I knotted off. I'm going to take a quick look here, make sure it's okay if you let go of it, you know. See if that still looks okay to me. And that, because as I'm going, I can be moving this if I get off track, but I want it to at least get it secure on there. So let me take a look here. Okay, so that looks okay. So I'm going to just fold it down. got my eye on this ridge a little bit because these things right here, these are the chains I want to go into. The ones that go up like vertical. So I'm going to pick up another set and I'm going to go into that next chain. And I'm only going on one side. I'm not going through front and back. This is just the back row. And then I'm going to pull that carefully. I'm going to go ahead and pull it a little bit because it's hard to tighten later. So carefully. I'm going to pick up another set. Even if it's just one, it's okay. Go through the next chain. Now at this point, I'm at the side. And that's still looking okay. Okay. Plop it down. Now I'm on the side here. Let's see if I can do this without, keep like lifting my arms up. So I'm on the side chain here. So I'm going to go close to that ridge. Pick that up and I'm going to go directly into the side of my ray. Okay. Now I'm in the front. Okay. Now I'm going to fold this back. And now I see all these loops here from those back loops, and that's what we're going to be working in now. So I'm going to take this, and it's going to be a little bit diagonal, but I'm going to go to that first chain from the side, and I'm doing a whip stitch. Go in, go to that next chain, boom, pull it back to me. Next loop, through, boom, back to me. Next chain. Go through, back to me. Got one more. Go through both loops on that front of that sun ray. Come back to me. And now I'm at the side. And these are those chains here. I'm going to go basically right next to it, and I'm going to go ahead and pick up two, and I'm going to go directly into the side of this sun ray. Just go straight up, come back. Now I'm back to the back again, and got all those messed down here, and that's what I'm going to work out. I'm just going to pick up one, and I'm just going to finish out these last couple. And like I said, if you can't get it this way and you need to go this way, however you need to get it, I'm just going to go from the side, turn it, and go up. And then this is where I started. So I'm just going to pick up something down in here, and then I'm going to go back through. And before I finish, leave a little loop there. I'm going to pick it up, and then I'm going to pull it tight. Okay. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to poke it down here, wherever. I'm just going to go right next to where I knotted off, and I'm going to come out someplace that is a space. Okay, so there's one. Let's go over next one. Now the sun comes out. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna fold it in half. Now what I like to do, this is the way I found that I liked, is now I'm gonna try to get his little legs. And so I'm looking at his eyeball, and I'm basically gonna kind of go diagonal. You know, that way when the other one is here, I'll have two little legs that look like they're in proportion. So string up my yarn needle and line that up again. And that looks good to me. So come here to the back, and then right under that back loop, I'm just going to pick up a couple of stitches and go right next to my knot. There. Now I can adjust as I need to now. So to go and pick up 1 or 2 loops and go into this next one. One side only. And this one looks like it wants to come out. So I'm going to go to the very next stitch. All right, so now we're at the side, and there's my back ridge. I'm gonna go pick up, how about this? I'm gonna come straight up to the side of my sun ray. And now I'm gonna flip to the front, and I'm gonna flip them back. Make sure he's where I want, so yes. And then I'm going to start picking up these front loops, and I'm just going to go in each one of these stitches with these back loops here. So go through, come back to yourself, next one, whip stitch, pick that up, pick up the next one, next one, next one, and I think I can get one more. Okay, now I'm at the side, and there's that loop that we just worked in. So I'm going to go next in these ones right here. I'm going to go ahead and pick up a couple of those and go straight to the side. And now I'm back to the back. And let's see, pick up one there. Sometimes I go pick up from the back. I pick up, I do the side, and then I'll come here into the back, and I go right back in that side if I feel like it needs a little extra something. Go here, see what wants to come up. And then pull that, and then it's basically done, but I'm going to go ahead and do one more. There. Before I pull it all the way through, I'm going to block it out. Pull that nice and tight. I'm going to put this one in here and go out that same hole. Okay. I've done some that I didn't have the ridge. I've only done 2 with this ridge, and it's doable, but I kind of like having that at least one side is easy instead of it just being all these kind of stitches, you know, just these ones here. I didn't want to just be poking at those on each side. It's kind of nice. So, okay, we'll get another one started real quick, and then I will leave you to finish them up. I'll show you how to place them first, of course. Okay. There's my top. Got one leg. I'm going to eyeball this one. And I'm being mindful that I'm going to leave like a stitch opening in case I need to like use it to secure something. Like if I get done and I'm like, oh, this side is a little whatever, I have an extra stitch to work in. So this one went diagonal, so I'm gonna have this one go diagonal. Let's go back here to the back. There's these 2 stitches right next to the ridge, and I'm going to go right next to my knot, get it secure. I'm going to go next door, go to the side, and I'm turning it, and I'm going to go up, whip stitch that. This one right there, pull it up. Now I'm at the side. This is where you can really be like, you can change it more this way, change it more this way, you know. And I think I'm going to do it like that. I think, yeah, like that. So I have a little bit of a gap right here, like a stitch gap. Okay, I'm going to go and do this first, and I'm going to go straight to the side. Oops, straight to the side. Now I'm going to push it back. I'm going to push it back. And now I'm going to start using these. And there's that ridge again. And I'm going to go underneath it a little bit. I can even take this down here if I want, but I'm going to just take this and go straight up to the side. Okay, now I'm just pick up something else that I can grab. And take that stitch, go next door to this one, and then I'm in my last stitch. And feel good about that. I don't need to do any more. So since I didn't lock that one off, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick up a stitch underneath, start pulling it, pause, get my loop, and then fasten it off. And then I'm going to go through here, and I'm going to go ahead and go out that same loop too. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and tie 2 of these against one, take a little square knot, and do 1 more square knot. Cut that about 1 inch up. And then we can take our hook in any hole. We can go in any hole we want. And I'm just going to grab it and side to side. That way we don't have to worry about those coming out. All right, so this is what we got. All right, so this last 2, it's probably pretty obvious, but I'm just basically going to space them a stitch apart right here, okay? And the same on this one. They're about a stitch apart. 1 little stitch, 1 little stitch. Okay, so I'm going to let you finish that, and then I'm going to finish it, and I will meet you back here. Okay, just got that last one sewed on. So I'm going to poke in here, and I'm going to come out the same side as that second one I did, the second to the last one. And pull that. And then again, I'm just going to square knot this. Hide this in here. Love that little trick. All right, what do we got? Yay! It's cute, very cute. And what I like about it is that this is the way I like it. I think it's cute like that. But, you know, we could do this. And then what I also noticed, I was playing around with it last night, is you can like open up your little sun rays here. And then look, we've got something that looks a lot more pointy. So you can do it either way. And then if you want, you know, you can like pick up a loop back here and then hang it like I did with this one. I just kind of put a little hanger on it because it's on my vision board. Well, it's not really a vision board anymore. It's my crochet board. So what do you guys think? Do you like them further apart, or you gonna keep them close like that? Honestly, I like them. I like them both. I don't even mind the 6 rays here, but for some reason I kind of am drawn to this one with the pointy head. So that is that. Now let me show you my fails real quick. So I'd been practicing. I mean, I don't even know what I did here, but it just looks very concave, and I don't know. I don't even remember what I did. But this one is a lot bigger, a little bit bigger. No, it's not. It's bigger than this one. Well, I don't know if it is or not. Doesn't matter. But what I did was I started with this, which I didn't even finish because I was like, eh. And that's like way, way too big. I don't even know if you can tell in this, but it was just very, ugh, I don't even know. Oh, it's got 7 rays on this one, but it was just too big. So I decided not to go with that. And then look at this atrocity. This might be okay for like a coaster or whatever, but I was like, I'm trying to find a way to not have to do these round. But I was like, oh, no. So I used this as a coaster. And then I started it, but I had sewed it together. I forgot to put the eyes on it because I originally was going to like not stuff it. I thought I had one that I made that I didn't stuff, but it just looks better stuffed. It really does. And a lot of these, by the way, are, not that one, but are 2 pieces sewed together with a single crochet around. So what I did on one of these was that single crochet that I sewed, I used 1 loop for one side of the sun ray and then the other loop for the back side. And that was okay. That's probably, I think, what I did here. I'm not sure, but I feel like that's what I did, but I just didn't like it. So you experiment if you want. If not, you can keep it like mine, which is just this cute little thing here. Really like it. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope I didn't go too fast. Sometimes I never know, you know, at the appropriate speed, so I'm still trying to figure all that out. I appreciate all of you, and welcome to my new subscribers I've been getting. Welcome. If you guys have any requests for something, especially something bright and fun right now, because we need something bright and fun right now, shoot me a comment. Let me know. Other than that, I'm still working on my business something, and probably have an update on that sometime soon. This was the latest thing that I've been working on. A little tiny Yoda. It's so cute. I'm just dying over it. That was a lot of work to try to figure out. Okay, well, other than that, that's all I've got going on for this video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks so much. See you soon. Bye.